I bet.
Yo, it's what's out. What's good? Today we got Killer Cam, Cali Cam. What's up with you, Cam?
What's good, man? How you feeling, bro?
And today we got Trilla on the podcast. What's up, Trilla?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
y'all was good, y'all.
Word. So this is a PSA. We have a new website, whatsoutmedia.com. Check it out. Please check out our YouTube. If you're watching our content right now, or if you're watching Trilla's podcast, hit the subscribe, hit the like. Shout out to Trilla. Thank you for being on today, bro. So
Thank
let's
you for
talk
having me,
about
bro.
let's talk about how you got started, man. When'd you fall in love with music? Where you from? All that.
Well, I'm from the Bronx, New York. Well, I was born in Harlem, in the Queens for like 2 or 3 years, and then been living in the Bronx ever since. Moved to Florida for like 3 years, came back, but I always come back. Music. I mean, I fell in love with it with like really early. Like I wasn't even a fan. I was a Michael Jackson fanatic. Like my aunt used to record. I have no cable. My aunt used to record all the back in the day, VH1 used to do these like specials where they would talk up or do shit about the artist all day, 24 hours. So she knew I love Michael Jackson. So she used to film all this shit for me on VHS, bring it to me. I used to fucking throw some shit on that looked like some Michael Jackson shit, just reenact everything. So that was like my first introduction to music and falling in love with it was Michael Jackson for sure. And then
Word.
there you go. Uh to rap around. Used to rap with my boys and shit, regular shit. Then I started getting into making beats, and then that turned into fucking engineering because we had to record ourselves. We didn't have no stool money, so I just learned how to record like on FL Studio and Mixcraft. You know what I'm saying? And then started getting progressively started getting better. Started going to school for this shit, and then I'm at where I'm at today, pretty much as far as the music goes.
Word. So what were you like as a student? Were you into music heavily? Did that take priority over school? Were you a good student? Did you do any like sports? What you do in school?
In school, I ain't gonna lie, I tried out for a couple teams. I ain't never make
Yeah,
it.
no.
But I tried out and shit. I never make it. But music, I just always fucked the music, period. Whether it was because I had older cousins, so I was heavy on like MTV, the TRL, all this shit, like early, like all this shit was in my face early. You know what I'm saying? I should have been watching Cartoon Network. I'm fucking watching Beavis and Butthead and shit, like MTV and music code, like all that shit just took over my life early on. In school, I feel like I was alright. I'm saying I could have done better, but I ain't gonna lie, I blame my teachers. Because whenever I did look back at my old transcripts, I'm like, yo, I was passing this class because I really fucked with that teacher. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that now till I'm older and I'm just looking through mad paperwork for college and shit. I'm like, yo, I need my high school transcript. Like, damn, yo, this shit is bad. Like, I literally passed by the skin of my teeth, like 65, bro. Like, I was not gonna pass.
Right.
But because the way I was receiving the information, like I wasn't. I don't know. It was weird, bro. It was weird. Like I broke it down. I'm like, yo, it got to be the teachers because once I started going to this school and this teacher started breaking this down this way to me, like I used to love it. You know what I'm saying? So it all boils down to the teaching. That's why I even went to school for the engineering shit because I can't learn this on my own on YouTube. I could, but that's not my best way to learning. So, word. So school, I passed by skin of my teeth, bro.
Word.
Straight up.
Definitely. So what artists and producers kind of really inspired you to take that next leap in music?
I mean, early on was definitely I always loved Timbaland since I was a kid. I always loved Timbaland. I always loved like the little beatboxing shit he did and all that. So he always caught my attention. Dr. Dre, of course. I'm saying just the West Coast, all them Simpson shit. That shit always fucking. I love that. But Kanye West really like because I ended up becoming that. I'm saying rapper, producer, like without even knowing. I'm like, damn, I kind of followed that path in a way, subconsciously. I'm saying so. He definitely played a major role in my life as far as music
Shout out to
goes.
Ye.
Shout out to Ye. Facts.
So you were in so it sounds like you've been through three different boroughs. Well, you lived in, one for a little bit of time, but can you explain to people who aren't really familiar with like New York, like how like there
Yeah,
are like different like boroughs and like there are different communities and like that type of aspect?
yeah, for sure. We got 5 boroughs. I'm saying, um, motherfucker, Miami being the 6th one. Nah. Just feel like everybody wants to Miami. Nah, but within New York, we got our 5 boroughs, but within each of those boroughs, you have your little sections. Everything is like its own little country because it's like you go to the Bronx, the South Bronx a certain way, North Bronx a certain way, West Bronx a certain way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It all comes together. It all comes together in the end of the day. Like everybody from New York love bacon and cheeses and Arizonas, and I mean we grew up smoking Dutches, and you know what I'm saying. For the most part, it's a lot of the same shit, but sometimes there's different lingos between like cities and shit. Like niggas in Brooklyn will probably talk a certain way. Like when I went to high school, they was heavy on that. Come on, son, yo, that sucks. I'm like Brooklyn lingo different. Like I'm from the Bronx. I'm saying shit, gotta get a little bit used to it. Y'all from New York too, but like I could tell y'all not from my hood. So yeah, that's how that goes.
Word. So about the Bronx, like what type of legends are in the Bronx if people aren't familiar?
They didn't know. I'm saying Big Pun, of
Big Pun
course.
hit you with the big fun, yes sir.
Big Pun. I'm saying. Motherfucking shout out to Fat Joe. Fat Joe's putting on for the town right now too. We got these new legends coming up too. These new kids, the K Flash and the Deep Things and Shy K's and all that. There's a lot of controversy with these drill artists, but I do love the attention that we're getting as far as music, because everything had moved down south for a few, and it's starting to come back up, and I appreciate that.
Word.
Definitely. What is your take on New Jack Swing and guys kind of starting to bring that back, bringing rap and R&B together?
Or like the New Jack Swing. When I think about like the new day and age New Jack Swing, I think about like Capella. I'm saying, also from the Bronx, Uptown Bronx dude. We've been working a lot with him in the past few weeks. But yeah, he's bringing that feeling back. It's not all about aggression. Like, so y'all gotta make music for the ladies too. Y'all gotta make music and have fun too. Like, everybody just wants to be tough. Everybody wants to shoot everybody up. Everybody want to be a tough guy. Like, fuck all that. Now everybody's on that type of time, on that type of energy. People want to have fun with music again. And I think with artists like Capella Gray, being from the Bronx, New York, he's bringing some of that positive energy back from a place where we look negatively upon, especially nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, so I love that. I'm heavy on R&B. I love R&B. So that whole New Jack thing, that whole hip hop and R&B marriage, that shit gotta come back, man. For sure. And it's on the way back. There's a lot of records on the way, man. Can't talk about, but I'm telling you, it's on the way. We back.
So
real.
what was going to school like for engineering? When did you decide that you were going to do it, and like how was it?
So I was working this job at Boost Mobile. It was cool. It gave me a lot of people skills. I'm saying sales always gives you good people skills, which you need in engineering shit. Because you need to be eloquent. You need to be able to talk to different people in certain ways. You got to speak everybody's language. I'm saying, and working sales helped me do that. But I was stuck doing a job I didn't want to do. 6 hours a fucking week, 6 days a week. I'm like, yo, bro, what am I doing? I felt stuck. I was doing that for like 3 years. By the 30, I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just learn this Pro Tools shit, because I could just be in the studio all day, and that'll be my day job until like something really hits. You know what I mean? And it helped me stay in the room. So I started going to SA. I went and applied for SAE. I got approved. First 2 weeks was tough. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I was like, yo, bro, I really want to do this shit. They're breaking this shit down to like the fucking molecule sound. Like, bro, down to the waveform. Like, bro, like, it was crazy. So, but that just showed me I really had a passion for it, because I stuck with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So once I got past those 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. And I started progressing, bro.
Word. What advice would you give to people who don't know, or they feel like they're stuck, they want to do something that they're passionate of? Like what advice would you give to them?
I think people just gotta take that leap of faith. People are scared to do it, They're worried about financial security and all that kind of stuff. And I understand that 100%. But you just gotta be passionate and leave it to God and just take that leap of faith, bro. Pray on it. move with intent, you know what I'm saying? Move with purpose. And I feel like once you ask the universe for something, you're gonna get it back, whether it's positive or negative. So people gotta be aware of their thoughts and shit. Don't ever be like, oh, I'm trash or I'm garbage. You'll become that, you know what I mean? I just try to stay positive, you know, keep pushing. I'm a little older, you know what I'm saying? Compare like what I'm doing now, I feel like I should have been on this when I was like 21. You know what I mean? But you know, you have your path. Not everybody's path is the same. You know what I mean? So
Feel that.
So basically, you know, what artist would you, you know, compare yourself to, you know, kind of back in the day? You think, yo, okay, I see him in me, you know?
Artists, uh, I don't know about artists now where I'm at mentally, because even though I just started out rapping, that's not something I'm really into like that anymore. I fell in love with making the records and I guess, you know, being an engineer firsthand, I started really loving that art more because I'm loving what I'm hearing. I'm loving the lyrics, but I'm loving the effects, the ear candy, and the engineers responsible for that. You know what I mean? So now the engineers start becoming my heroes and producers opposed to artists now. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I really like an artist, yo, who mixed that? Yo, who, you know what I'm saying? That's my
Yeah,
question now. So I'm not even like, I'm still a fan of artists, but I'm a fan of the workings behind it because I know those people who
definitely. I
push the
feel you.
buttons that make them sound as good. You know what I
The
mean?
big picture, yeah. All the
Yeah,
whole team that's involved. Yeah, so that's
exactly.
amazing. Because this really is. I mean, I guess you do put it in that way. It's like like an orchestra coming together for real. So it's like getting all
Exactly.
that together. Yeah.
So like, yeah, you love this artist, but do you know who made him sound like that or her sound like that? They can't do that shit on their own. So if that was the case, they wouldn't call us.
Yeah, definitely.
They
That
could put
sound like
a
us,
Right,
man, you know. That
right.
definitely sound like me and Xavier, man. You know, we hear some chords, you know, we get to twitching and we like, ooh,
You know what
man.
I mean?
Yeah, man, like
Exactly.
definitely.
without a doubt. I mean, because then they could just be putting out voice memos, and I don't know who really want to be listening to that. No offense, I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
Shout out, I'm trying to tell you. I mean, shout out to the artists that do a lot of their own shit. You know what I mean? That need minimal help. That just really got to go get it polished up. Shout out to y'all because it takes a lot to stay creative and be able to work on because it's two different mindsets. You know what I mean? When you're in creation mode, you don't give a fuck about it sounding polished. You just got to get it out. So for you to be diligent and be like, okay, I just did this verse. Let me fuck with it a little bit before I start doing this other, start adding these albums and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of discipline. So shout out to those artists who do like record themselves and like do have a hand in mixing and touching their own records. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. So, question, Trilla, what are
Yeah,
some like hybrid sounds? So, I mean, obviously, like back in the day, you had West Coast. You knew what West Coast
yeah,
sound. You had New
yeah,
York. You knew what that is. You know what South sounds like to an extent, right? What are some like
yeah.
hybrids? Like, what are some like? Do you know any sounds like that? Like in between those?
Like a hybrid sound. Maybe like shout out to maybe like the weekend, right?
Okay.
When I first
Yeah.
when I first heard the weekend, like House of Balloons, like this felt so eerie and so like dark, but then it gave me the R&B lush. It still gave me the, you know what I'm saying? Still gave me the stacks, give me the little, I mean, all the little rips and shit. But the beat sounded like real eerie and grimy. Like you could rap on this, but he
Right.
just sung some beautiful shit on this.
Right.
So, yo, he were. So that's a and who else? Probably and like the drill music now, they're heavy on the sampling shit. We're sampling everything. Like everything. Disco, motherfucking bachata, turning into drill. Like the shit is everything. I feel like everything is starting to become just music at this point, you know. And I fucking hate genres because it's like, who are you to say that this element makes this to this type of music? Like what? It's just
Right.
music at this point, and I like that.
Yeah, and I think that's what I was trying to get to is like I feel like music is just becoming just that, like music. Like it doesn't matter what genre it is, all of it's coming together at
That's it.
some point and crossing over and just making like fire shit.
Like a Juice World. Juice WRLD was hitting motherfuckers with rock melodies. I'm like, he would hit these rock flows. I'm like, that's Blink-182. I know that flow. I know that flow. Shit, he's flowing on this over trap drums. Crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Juice WRLD, man. I was a big Juice WRLD fan, bro.
RP Juice, no, for real, for real.
Yeah, man.
Cam, you got something?
Could you kind of since the people, you know, could you kind of reiterate, you know, what FL Studio does, you know, for the people that don't know about that?
Shout out to FL Studio. If it wasn't for FL Studio, I wouldn't be where I was at today. I wouldn't have gotten a bunch of the first things I got today without FL Studio. Because it was the easiest and most accessible fucking DAW at the time. I didn't even know what the fuck a DAW was when I was using FL Studio. Put it like that. So FL Studio is such an amazing DAW because it allows you to create fast, get your ideas fast. You're even able to record yourself. I used to record myself on that shit. It's not to my standards now. I've been on Pro Tools and shit, but FL Studio is an amazing DAW to get started in. Real user friendly. A million videos on YouTube of how to use it. Costs like what, $300? You know what I'm saying? You could download kits on Reddit. Like you could really start making beats for right now, make a hit tonight, and be on tomorrow because of FL Studio. You know. So shout out to FL Studio. I owe a lot of my success to them. Word.
Definitely. I do a lot of sampling on FL Studio. You know, I found a way to get it
I
for
love
free.
sampling.
I found a way to get it for free though, but you know.
Don't let them know that. That's why I started using FL, because I got it for free when I was a kid, like back and everything. So that was my start.
Definitely shout out to FL though.
So Trilla, what did it look like when you finally like got into it? You were done with school. You had an idea of how to engineer. What was your first steps outside?
So I was already involved with the music scene, right? I already knew a couple people. They knew me. Some knew me as an artist. Some knew me as a producer. Some knew me as both. No, some people knew me as an engineer, but I didn't have that title. Let's put up to bro crib. You know how to record. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So what was I saying right now? I lost my train of thought. What was the question again?
Oh, I was just saying, what was your first steps like when you were done with school?
Okay, when I was in school. All right. So while I was in school, I started taking little sessions here and there, at one of my boy studios. Shout out to my boy Rudy, put me on to my boy Yab, and Yab opened up his door to me, to his studio called The Kitchen in the Bronx, and he let me work there. I'm saying, and like I said, I already knew what I was doing. I was just shy because I wanted to make sure, like, I never want to be that guy that people got to tap me or tell me or be on top of me. Now I want to be fast, efficient. I want to be ahead of you. You know what I mean? By the time you already rap, I'm already recording. Hey, yo, bro, I got you already. I already kept that tape. I know. I got you. You know what I mean? And I always knew that was really important. So I started there, at a hood studio, you could call it. You know what I'm saying, and then while I was working there, when I started getting my more confidence up and speed up, I knew other studio owners like my boy, like 90 Morale. They got a studio in the Bronx called Truth. That's where K-Flock, Biggie B, and all those guys record over there. But before that, that was like a stepping stone to me because I had the kitchen, which is dope, get good quality out of there. But Truth was the next step up because Truth was already getting the Gunners and the Fabios and the little Dirks pulling up. I'm saying, so it's like, okay, I'm trying to work there. I started taking those sessions. I just built my confidence up, and just always working and being on top of your game. I just increase your efficiency. I was a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Like one time, I loaded up this template, bro. I don't know what the fuck I was using, bro, but I tried to delete some channels. That shit made a sound. This fucking sound, bro. Yo, bro, it sounded like it was like the purge sound times 20. You know what I mean? Like that shit was like, yo, bro, and the session full of mad people. Like that was my first big session, but I almost shit it on myself. But that shit was only like 2 seconds, but it felt like 30 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I just trying to avoid shit like that. No, when I first started. Facts.
I feel that. What has the last year been like for you?
That shit's been crazy. And it's hard to realize what's going on while you're in it. You know what I mean? Because I can't look at myself. I'm just living through myself. So it's like when I sit back and start thinking about the shit that I did do this year, it was crazy. Shout out to Trilla Lord too, as big bro with Gustavo. He's done a lot of things for me that he doesn't have to do. And we just built that relationship where he's been able to take me certain places or open certain doors, you know what I mean? Got me in contact with certain people, you know what I mean? Just for the love. You know, there's a lot of people that do shit to get shit in return. You know what I mean? A lot of people are shrewd because, you know, they'll help you, but they want something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was able to put me in a lot of places. He fucking took me to my idol's house, Mike Dean's house. That's like the highlight of my fucking life right now. Not even the year. It's like the highlight of my life at this moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we start doing even crazier shit. But she has been nuts, man. I've been working with a lot of people. I've been doing a lot more production on stuff, which was always my plan because I always knew, okay, these guys are gonna know me as an engineer. But once I start getting my rep up as an engineer, I'm gonna start playing these beats. I'm saying that's one power that the engineer has. Yo, play a beat or load up a beat. Somebody go to YouTube. Yo, wait, hold on, bro. I got some originals, bro. Hold up, bro. Listen to this. That's you? Yo, load that up. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been on this. I'm just trying to get these production credits, you know, turning up. That's
Hey,
that's one of my first loves.
Yeah. So I definitely see it on Instagram. I see when you put up some tracks, like you put up like little snippets and stuff like that, and like three parts and stuff, and I'll be like, okay.
So I'm giving them a little, yeah, son.
I feel that. So what was it like being with Mike Dean? When did you go to Mike Dean?
Been to his house a few times. I went to Kelly like 2 times, and those 2 times I went to his crib a couple times with Gustavo and shit. Distro Lord. Man, bro, how can I put it, bro? That shit is just life-changing shit. You know what I mean? Put me in perspective. Let me know like you belong. You know, just keep working hard. If this is possible, look where you at. And I was just, trying to, my eyesight's bad. So I was just trying to peek at his screen, you know, see what he's using.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? All right. You know, and I keep it P, you feel me? So I never pull my phone out. But trust me, if I could, I would have been on the IG camera zooming all the way and trying to see what the fuck going on that channel strip. A word, man. I got
it's definitely reach one, teach one. So I mean, you still probably learned a lot though while you on your visits.
Oh, for sure. Hell yeah. Everything's a learning experience. You just gotta be observant and quiet enough to really soak it in. Some people in that situation get a little too excited, start doing extra shit, start asking extra shit. You know what I mean? You wanna be pulling your phone, not recording. Like, come on, man. Be happy to be in the room, be a fly on the wall. You know what I mean? You know, if it's written, you know, your chance will come up. You know, just be happy to be there. Just soak it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Pretty
sir.
much.
How big is, making connections and knowing the right people? How important is that in this game?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Of course, it's important to be talented and all that, but I feel like 90% of this shit is connections. Being at the right place at the right time, knowing the right people, because you see it all the time. You see artists and you're like, how the fuck? Like, somebody likes this? Like, everything is opportunity. Like, once you start digging in and know who knows who, okay, yeah, it was meant to be. His father is such and such. Yeah, his mom is such and such. Or like, you know what I mean? It's about who you know. You definitely got to do your job good, but it's about who you know. So people skills is number one in this shit, because it's like, all right, let's say I'm the best fucking engineer in the world, but I fucking smell all the time and I'm fucking annoying. You want to work with people you can stand to be with for a long time. So I might give somebody a job that I'd rather be with, that I can stand to be with for 8 hours, opposed to somebody who could do the job way better, but I can't really vibe with them. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I can definitely see
number
that.
one.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, like because I was a Division I athlete, and that's kind of like the same thing on a sports thing. Is like it's people who can fit. Like you still do your job well, but if you can fit with the squad, you could be an Olympian or whatever, right? But
Exactly.
if you don't fit with the squad, man, that's kind of a big thing. So it's great to hear it on another side. Yeah. You
Word. You
do.
see all the time, they try to get these super teams together and the shit don't work. There's no chemistry. They can't get along. They don't want to play with each other. You know what I mean? So, word.
Wow.
You gotta play well with others, bro. Play
Without a
well with
doubt.
others and know your position in every room and don't, you know what I'm saying? Be useful, bro. You know what I mean? Okay, I came in here, I know how to do X, Y, and Z, but right now he just needs to throw out this trash. I'm gonna go throw out this trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
And be humble enough to accept that and know that your time is coming. Word.
Respect. So Trilla, you are a father, correct? Tell us about the importance of
Yes.
fatherhood in our generation, because I feel like it's all over the place right now.
Yeah, man. I'm a father of two beautiful girls, Ariana and Araya, 7 and 3. Um, when I had my first kid, you know, I was just lost. I didn't know. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what? I was like 24, 25. You know what I mean? I didn't have a regular job. I was always fucking with the music shit, but obviously it wasn't paying. So I felt like this shit put a battery in my back to be a better example to my kids. You know what I mean? I grew up with both my parents and shit, but my father wasn't there as much as I wanted him to be. But with girls, it's even more important because usually boys are usually more for their moms, right? There's a lot of mamas boys, right? It is what it is. And girls are just really for their dads. So knowing that, I just knew I had to even step up even more to the plate. Like, yo, I really gotta be there. They gotta see my face every day. They gotta see me and their mom, you know what I mean? Being together as a family, like, and it's super important, bro. And right now it's just a scary time because they got these iPads, they got the internet, they got TikTok. So it's like they're exposed to mad shit. So it's like as a parent, you really got to be there. You know what I mean, be on top of your game. But as far as the music goes, I feel like that shit just puts a battery in my back like nothing else could. Cause I gotta I could sleep on the floor. I don't gotta eat today. Like, you know what I mean? But them, they gotta eat. They need a bed. You know what I'm saying? They need clothes. You know.
Facts.
So it gives you a different type of battery.
I feel that. I love that. I love that response, man. We was talking to Distro Lord about it too, and he was just talking about like, how like steps that he used to become like a better father and the importance of being a father and stuff like that. So I just wanted to get your take on that as well. And shout out to Distro Lord as well, man. Shout out to the
Oh,
man.
bro. I feel when he be telling me like shit that he be doing with his son, I just be like so just like I know I need a boy, bro. Cause the thing you be doing with your son is so fire. Like, I could put some of those things with my daughters and shit, but to have Junior, to have little man, I'm saying, and little G, like, that's fire. That's super fire. So shout out to him and the family, man.
So, Trilla, what would be your advice to your younger self? Like, if you saw yourself maybe when you were still in music and stuff like that, but it wasn't really
Yeah,
panning out, or you thought it wasn't panning out. Obviously, it was a bigger picture. Like it's working out
yeah,
right now, right? But like, what advice
yeah.
would you give to your younger self?
Um, I would have told myself that not to be shy about it. Like I went to school with like ASAP Ferg and ASAP Rocky. I went to school with a lot of dudes, two different schools with those guys. And I just remember being at West Side and like at lunch, they used to have like this room where you could just chill there. It's like a music room. You just chill there and fucking motherfuckers was already hooking up to auxes playing beats and shit. And it's like I had beats, but I was mad, like, you know what I'm saying, subconscious about my shit. Like, nah, bro. The moment that you feel the most subconscious about something is the time you should be screaming it out. You know what I mean? And that's what I've learned. I wish just be more confident in yourself. And when somebody asks you do this, yeah, I do. Yeah, of course, yeah. I do this. This is what I do. You know what I mean? So I wish I was just more outgoing at those moments in my life in the beginning, and more positive about what I wanted to do and really working towards that more. You know what I mean? Because it's like when you're young, it's like, yeah, you fuck with the music shit, but you don't see the money. So then you get talked into doing this. Like, school's not for everybody. You get talked into doing a fucking 4-year program that you need nothing, has nothing to do with your career ever. Just nothing but depth. I'm saying. So it's like, figure out what you want to do early on. Go for it. Don't listen to anybody, even your parents, because your parents are they're gonna try to discourage you from doing that because they just want what's best for you. But what they don't understand is what's best for you is what's best for you. You know what I mean? Not what they
Right.
want to be what's best for you. So just be sure about what you want to do and just go full on, bro. What?
Feel that. I feel,
So
dude.
what?
I look. Man, we dropping a lot of gems, bro. I've been appreciative of just talking to like a whole group of you guys. You guys are just dropping a lot of knowledge, a lot of gems. So, dude, Trilla, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that one aspect of. Do you think a lot of younger people they kind of undermine what they do? So, like, they might be doing something that's pretty cool, but they think, oh, like, yeah, I'm this little kid. Like, I'm not really doing shit, right? Like I got that thing. I'm like, I'm just doing interviews. I don't think anything of it. But then I'm like, no, when I really look at this, or when other people tell me, like, no, bro, what you doing is pretty cool. Like, you think a lot of people do that? You think a lot of young kids do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're always told you can't do it before they tell you that you could. So not everybody's strong-minded, you know what I'm saying, to the fact to be like, nah, bro, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? They just fall into what the crowd tells them. But if you think about it, it's not a crowd up here, bro. There's only a few of us. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, why would you follow the crowd? They're the audience, you know what I'm saying? The audience can't do what the star does. This is why y'all come here to watch. This is why y'all and we us. So be happy that you think differently, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that you're different, that you don't want to wear that you don't want to listen to that you went to this, you went to that. It's good to be different. It's amazing. It's the best to be different.
Word.
I mean, everybody's cookie cut out.
So we were talking about this before the podcast started. So we were talking about different sounds. I know I brought it up of like hybrids and stuff like that. You brought up the weekend, but okay. So back in the day was West Coast, East Coast. And then all of a sudden, Atlanta, like it's like y'all blew a 3-1 lead or something like that. Atlanta, it came out of nowhere, and now
Atlanta
it feels
and
like
Texas,
New York is and Texas, man. Oh my
New Orleans,
God.
because remember the Cash Money days.
Yeah, it's just like that whole little like
Master P and all
that whole little area, that whole southern.
Yeah.
So probably like New Mexico or something like that area.
Yeah.
They had it. They had it. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think that happened at a moment where music needed a facelift. Because remember, around those times, we still had the, like the Fabulous A Little Mo record, like, stuff like that. Still East Coast based. I'm saying Bad Boy still terrorizing shit. You know what I'm saying? At this time, it's still heavy East Coast. So when the South started coming into play, you know what I'm saying, you got all the Cash Monies and the No Limits and shit like that, or even Texas, you know what I'm saying, DJ Screwing them and the Ghetto Boys and the Paul Walls and the Mike Jones started coming out. Like, you felt the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a different sound. The 808s and all that, the hi-hats, we just using the boom, 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 boom. Now like, boom, boom. It just made people move different. I feel like that change in rhythm,
that bounce,
bounce, you know what I'm saying? That's what gave them that W, you know what I mean? To really turn up right now and be, because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the best artists, the GOATs right now, they're from Atlanta. Young Thug, Future, Gunna, know what I mean? And then you got people from the South too, that like super, like where's Playboy Cardi from?
Isn't he from Atlanta?
He's from down south somewhere, I think. From Atlanta too, yeah. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that are like, people like, oh my God, this God. Like, they're from over there. You know what I'm saying? So there's something there. So shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to JD too. JD was like one of the first people to do a fucking, people forget he did a song with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? People forget that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out. So Atlanta's been in the forefront, certain shit, because they was always on the forefront as far as R&B wise. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you got the Brian Michael Cox and all these dudes. They're all from down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Down South brothers and shit. So I feel like when it started changing over, it was just people loving the new sound, the new energy. Because my favorite rapper is Lil Wayne, like, from New Orleans.
Right.
I'm from New York. My favorite rapper should be like, I love Jay-Z, but he's not my favorite rapper.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the South definitely played a big role in my life too.
I'm not gonna lie, for some reason, Playboy Cardi just always gives me like New York vibes though. I don't know why, but he just gives me that vibe all the time.
Cause he fuck with New York niggas. That's why. You know the vibes. He used to be out here. You see me over here fucking with my man's oh my God, bro. So bad with names sometimes. My boy Friday. He used to be out here with my boy Friday October. I think he was the one who brought him to ASAP, if I'm not mistaken. But don't quote me on that because I don't even know.
Yeah, I think
But
I
I
heard
know
something
like
about that before. Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So like, but word, man, he's super tapped in with the East, man, and Uptown and shit. Word.
So is the East gonna ever have it? It's like return, like championship return, like
But I
heavyweight
think we're doing it.
status?
We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now, bro. Bro. All right. Bobby just dropped the album, right?
Yeah, Bible.
Before Bobby dropped the album, who went and did the drill song with them? The City Girls. I got no business doing a drill record. Y'all from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So like it's just showing you the reach. Everybody look Asian doll. She's from New York at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is touching right now. Like the void. I mean, I feel like the drill music helped fill a void that the South was feeling as far as the 808s and all them low frequencies. So now we got the drill music, which is influenced by the South because a lot of 808s and the fast hi-hats and all that. But that's all, you know what I'm saying? But that's really UK. You know what I mean? It's really
Yeah, I was
UK
about
drill.
to. Yeah, I was gonna say, what would you say is like the main difference from like UK drill and like New York drill?
So New York drill is basically, well, now it's become very sample based and shit, and the bop changed a little bit. But when the attention started coming over here with the 5 years and 22 Gs and all that, that's UK drill. It's UK drill beats. I would never take that away from those guys. Like, shout out to the UK. I got mad love for UK and that side, you know what I'm saying? And
Brixton.
I'm not gonna and I'm not, you feel me? You know what I mean? Man dims and the ends, you know what I mean? But I don't wanna fuck it. Like I'm never the type like, nah, yeah, that's our sound. Nah, bro. It became our sound, but that's their rhythm. You know what I mean? But if you want to break it down, them 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 drill hi-hats are really R&B. If you want to really break it down, if you go hear some old fucking Ronnie Jerkins or Timbaland or whatever, you hear them progressions. You know, shit just evolved now. Now they got the 808s. 808s turn into slides. Now they turn to bobbles. Bobbles is from like fucking them party days and shit like back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's mad elements. So drill music is definitely one of those when we were talking about like the different merging of genres and shit. Drill music is a prime example of that, bro. Because that shit has so many different elements in one. All right.
And X, a song I listen to a lot, with Fat Joe and Rihanna, the remix of the Luther Vandross song, that's fire, man. I love that type of music. I forget the name of the song though, but
Yeah.
um,
Oh, the new
the
Fat Joe shit.
yeah, the remix of Never Too Much.
Oh, that they said, yeah, that they went and sampled
Yeah,
that they sampled the Rihanna vocals with the no. Okay, yeah, I love
the
that
Luther
joint too.
vocals. Yeah,
Oh yeah, and then he
Yeah,
had to go clear it.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I
I
heard
love
about this
that.
whole time.
that
Yeah,
joint,
yeah.
Yeah,
that joint is
shout
fire,
out to
man.
the what was that DJ's name? Morpheus. I forgot how to pronounce his
Yeah,
name, but that
yeah,
kid,
I couldn't pronounce it either.
he's the reason behind that. I'm saying they owe him a lot for that, honestly, because if it wasn't for him making that blend, that mix, for Cool and Dre and them to remake that shit and you know what I mean? That was
Exactly.
fire. I
Because
love
that,
that
that
record.
grabs people's attention, bro. When you hear that, oh, this is
But
old school, but
why? Yeah, that's why I asked you. Why does it grab your attention? Because it's familiar. You know what I'm saying
yeah,
it's familiar. But
definitely,
I know this, but it's new. We got a facelift. That's why I love sampling, personally.
definitely.
No, I love sampling too. I think we all are fans of sampling here at least.
Boy, what? If it wasn't for sampling, I wouldn't be who I am today. Like I got this record right now with Jim Jones and Five Mics called "Going Shopping," with Five Mics and featuring Jim Jones,
Uh,
and that's I sampled a Spanish record, like an old Spanish record, and where man, if it wasn't for that fucking record, that shit wouldn't be. You know what I mean? Mind you, I made that beat like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe.
really? So
I think
will you take sampling like ideas from like any era then? Like any
oh,
genre, any era?
absolutely. From it could be from today.
For real?
It could be from today. We're gonna flip that shit. If I hear something on there, we're gonna flip it. Like I have made a drill version for that Northern Wick. Who the fuck is that? We turn that into a drill. You know what I'm saying? And it just came out the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so sampling is endless. It's your rendition of what you hear on that. You know what I mean? That's why I love hip hop. This is based on. So when people are like, oh, samples, I'm like, bro, you don't love hip hop, you don't love samples. This shit built from this. From taking something and becoming and turning into your shit. I mean, your sound.
Now, have you been to the Producer Plug like store?
Hell yeah. What? My man, nigga.
I had to make sure.
That's my brother, nigga. What? I was
Shout out to the
ASAP.
1 year, the 1 year.
1 year, man. I just remember like getting the news, bro. It was like, yo, man, I was so happy because it's just like we used to be at Bros Stew in Brooklyn, and nice space, good vibes, be there chilling. He fucking introduced me to Large Professor. I got to fucking because Large Professor made that fucking Nas beat, You the Man. I actually went and sampled that beat too. Recipes K Slade. K Slade had used that beat on one of his records and shit. So I got to play it for him, you know what I'm saying? So I love that spot in Brooklyn. But now we got a hub. You know what I mean? Got a hub, we got a record store, we got clothes, we got media, you know what I'm saying? We got a studio upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So I just knowing once he got that store, I just got a flash of everything what it could be. Because I see the end product. You know what I'm saying? I could see something and I see the end product. You know what I mean? And I think that helps me a lot with the engineering shit too. So I was just so happy for my brother when that happened. And it's only gonna get bigger and better. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Yeah, that's definitely lit. That kind of reminds me, having a Motown house, man, right in the neighborhood, people can go up to the window, stuff like that, bro.
You got everything. Like
lit.
you an upcoming artist, you got merch, pull up, talk to bro. Your shit fire, might be able to put your shit in the store, right in Soho, Canal Street, across from Mercer, nigga, Bape, BBC, Nike, around the corner, like me in the same area. Like, you know how big this is? Have a store in Soho and Canal Street, bro. And you like that's not, bro. Like you should cut school to come out here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
School
Like,
of Rock type
word.
vibe, for real.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Jack Black,
bro.
man, for real.
Shout out to Jack Black. He's an amazing. That dude's amazing, bro.
That movie's lit.
Hilarious too. I love Jack Black.
Hey, that was the most random shout out, but yeah, shout out Jack Black.
Shout out Jack Black. Yo, Jack Black.
Black,
I need some guitar or some shit. I'm gonna have my people hit your people.
Word. I was about to ask. So, what was your favorite? Like, well, I know I'm not gonna say favorite session or anything like that, but like, do you have a favorite session?
Favorite session. Damn. Let me see if I can refresh my memory. Let me look at some shit real quick.
You got it.
Go through some names, see if because this shit's every day. Like, so like my favorite sessions. I ain't gonna lie. I've been having a good time at these kind of great sessions we've been working on as of lately, just because the fresh air and the like. Not I got a lot of angry music I got to deal with. You know what I mean? A lot of and all that shit. So when I get somebody come in and sings, you know what I mean? Something, you know what I'm saying? Ear candy, like. So I've been having fun fucking with these sessions. Me and my boy Avion, we've been running his sessions over here at a TNG Studios in the Bronx, and I guess right as of lately, I guess those are my favorite sessions, and had some dope sessions also with King Combs. Thanks to my boy H Frost. He tapped me into that world and shit, and because it's King Combs. He anybody could come pull up. You know what I'm saying? So, I just be hearing unreleases with other features and shit. We just dope energy to be around. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that without a doubt. You think singing's gonna come back?
Absolutely. Think about it. This shit's a cycle, right? We just had the glam. Everybody was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's been, you know what I'm saying, unemployment, all these PPPs and all this shit. So it was a lot of glam. Everybody has money. There's a lot of jewelry. Everybody's talking braggadocious. Now, people don't have money. People, you know what I'm saying? People are struggling. I'm saying it's a cycle. So that was like end of the 80s, I'm saying, crack era where everybody had money. Now it's the grunge. Now the 90s. Now it's the Wu-Tangs again. You know what I mean? So, and you see that. That's why, people are like, oh yeah, music is on a low frequency. I'm like, yeah, but you understand, like this is meant to happen. This is a cycle. You know what I mean? This is exactly how people were feeling when, when Wu-Tang and all that shit was out. You know what I'm saying? People like, it's the same type of energy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit going on, but in the midst of that is a lot of passionate music, you know what I'm saying, being released. People start getting in touch with shit. So with that being said, R&B is on track to come back if you pay attention to the cycles and the fads of music. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Absolutely.
I can't wait, man. I just can't wait to get back to that simple R&B song, man. You know, with the
Ah,
90s,
man.
you know, the church
I'm,
chords, all that, man.
I'm
Man,
gonna be honest with you, bro. Like my
it
playlist,
feels so
I
good.
don't I don't listen to none of the shit I be working on. Like that type of music. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I just be listening to like mad R&B, fucking throwback, fucking Isleys or some fucking 90s alternative rock. Like you gotta like wash your shit because I can't be listening to all this crazy shit all day. I'm already mixing and recording this shit all day, so I need to ease my soul and listen to that. I mean, and I hope more artists start getting in tune with themselves and start bringing that sound back, bro, for sure.
Definitely. And man, big shout out to Teddy Riley, man, the GOAT, bro.
Whew. Shout out to Teddy Riley, man. Shout out to fucking to New Jack legend.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
so crazy. His story is also very important, and people gotta pay attention to his story because it's like this man was supposed to be making like 200. What was it, like 200K a beat, and he was
Bro,
seeing
he
not
made
even. You know what I'm saying? So
it's
know
crazy.
your music business, guys. Know your music business, man. Be on top of your stuff. Be creative, but know your music business as well. Very important,
Dude
y'all.
made dude made Keith Sweat album for only 1,500, bro. First album 1,500, bro. That's crazy.
I got 1,500 for him right now. What's up?
That's crazy,
Pull
man.
up.
You
Like,
know,
if that's the case,
it's insane, bro.
So
I'll send you the wire.
I was doing a little research on Instagram. You went to Sunday
Yeah.
service?
Oh yeah. So first trip around to LA. Me and Distro running around. We went and did some live production work um for Theophilus London and shit, and helping him out with his show and shit. I mean, a lot of dope shit. I got a whiff of the LA nightlife and shit. So I got to see, you know what I'm saying? So that was dope. And then like the next day, no, it wasn't that day. The day after that, I had some other shit with Theo. But basically, I stayed up that whole fucking night. I got to the hotel. I got to the hotel like at 7, starving. Getting food in LA is scarce. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to wait to get to the hotel, got some fucking Uber Eats. I ate some fucking McDonald's breakfast, go shower. Like, yo, bro, we gotta get ready. We got Sunday service. I said, word, fuck it. We out. So I'm tired and shit. I'm absolutely so tired. Mad tired. But when you're there, bro, it's like church is where you wanted to be, you know what I mean? Church, you know what I'm saying? You praise the Lord in your soul. Like that's why I'm big on I don't always go to church and all that shit because it's like I feel like I could be one with God anywhere, right? But being so tired, I'm like, yo, I don't even know if I'm gonna stay up. But then you're there, you start singing these songs that I'm saying, changing the words around and just wow, bro. I really wish I could put that in words. It was an amazing experience. And that should just revive me more than any fucking cup of coffee could have that day, you know what I'm saying? And that should give me energy to stay up. And that same day we went from there, we went chilled, and I think we ended up going to Mike's house later on. But you know what I mean? Me running on zero sleep, I'm just filled up with energy just from the Sunday service. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I loved it. And I think that's like the last one he's had since then,
right.
which is crazy. I hope he gets back to doing those things because what I experienced, that shit was amazing.
Because it really gives me some like I know this is gonna sound fried, but like modern day Renaissance type vibe.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. Think about it. Kanye's a fucking artist. You know what I mean? So he's gonna think about everything down to the T. These guys don't have no kind of lighting in there. Everything is natural lighting. While you're in there, you go in and there's only one beam of light, and then progressively more, you start getting more lights, start opening more like shit, but unexplainable, bro. Like, like it's beautiful. Beautiful.
That's
man.
amazing. That's amazing.
Shout out to EA.
Any of last advice? I mean, you already dropped a lot of good gems. Any last things? If you were to have like I guess a book, what would be your quote? What would be the starting quote for your book?
Yo, I don't know why I thought about this. Kim getting fried for being like, women, get up and go work. Like, I don't know why I thought about that. I don't know why they fry her for that. Like, this is what it is. They're like, yo, get up and go work though. Like, straight up, get up and go work. Like, what I'm saying? Like, don't wait on the next person. You know what I mean? Like, find a way to stay in the room. That's another big reason I started engineering, because it's like, wherever I couldn't get in rapping, I was able to get in producing. Wherever I couldn't get in producing, I was able to get in fucking engineering. So it's like, just find a way to stay in the room. You know what I mean? And you'll get where you need to be. So do whatever you need to stay in the room. I think that'll be my quote. Facts. Stay in the room.
Word. Hey, y'all gotta get to work. Come on, man.
Yo, that shit had me cry. Yo. That's the first thing I thought of.
Hey, Trilla, it's been real. Cam, be sure. What's up? You got anything you want to say to the people, man?
Man, I just can't wait to hear this R&B, man. You know, I'm big on R&B, man, for real. You know,
Yeah.
Shout out to
man.
I'll Be Short, man. That's my guy, bro.
Goofy,
yeah. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout on that new Capella album. Gonna be crazy. So a lot of R&B cuts in there. So
Trilla, thank you. You are definitely a friend of the podcast. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Word. Peace out. What's out?